Hey, kia ora, Helen Brahms here, coming to you live from Mesa in Arizona. Hope you're all having a super fantastic, sparkling start to your Shake It Up Saturday. Yes, it is Shake It Up Saturday, and today we have a theme. We're going to shake up things, and it's not going to cost you anything. Nope, it's not going to cost you one penny. It is, you don't even have to go outside for it. It is something you can do very easily right here, right now. So, what are we doing for Shake It Up Saturday? We are doing opposites. So, what the opposite is, if you write with your right hand, today use your left hand. If you eat with your right hand, today use your left hand. Whatever you use your right hand for, today you're using your left hand. Sorry, she's playing. She's playing tug with herself, with her tug toy. If you normally use your left hand for things, and today you're using your right hand. So if you're on the computer and you're using a mouse, or you're using the touchpad and you normally use your right hand, today you use your left hand, and vice versa. The other things you can do to shake it up today is sit somewhere different. If you normally have one chair that you sit in to watch TV, go sit somewhere else and watch TV. Sit in a different chair. Like I mean, in the RV, I don't have a lot of options for. This is what she's playing with, and it's this that's making noise. There you go. So in the RV, I don't have options. I usually sit in my recliner to watch TV. So today, I'm going, when I get to watch a movie tonight, or watch some primetime video, then I'm going to sit on the couch and try it from there. I'm not going to sit here in the dinette because I usually sit here during the day to work, and I really don't have another surface here that I can go and sit at to work at. So I don't get to move my office much today. We could try the other side of the dinette. Yeah, we could probably do that. We could switch it around so I have the rest of the RV behind me. So it's just switching things. When you sit down at the table to eat, sit in a different chair. And it's a great thing for the whole family is go sit somewhere different. Have everybody, when you go to sit down at the table, everybody sits in a different place at the table. It's just simple things like that. It's just, sleep on the opposite side of the bed. If you normally sleep on the right side, sleep on the left side. Just and why are we shaking things up like this? It's very easy. It's because it engages the brain. The brain loves challenges. It loves excitement. And now all of a sudden you've gone from doing something that's very comfortable if you're right-handed and you write right-handed to doing something that's not so comfortable. Years ago, and plus it's also good practice for if anything happens, you've got yourself trained. So when I was 11, I was at school, and there was a teacher in the class next door who had broken his right arm, and it was in a plaster cast. And so he couldn't write on the blackboard. Yes, I'm dating myself. Couldn't write on the blackboard with the chalk because of the plaster. So he had to learn in front of his class to write left-handed on the blackboard in front of his class. And I thought, and I looked at him struggling with that, and I vowed and declared that would never ever happen to me. So since then, so that from that day onward, I taught myself to start using my left hand in place of my right hand for things. So now when I eat, everything's left-handed. When I go to iron something, I automatically pick it up with my left hand. It feels weird now to do it with the right hand. When I write right-handed, but every now and again, I actually I actually have a left-handed puzzle book. So I have to write left-handed in that one because of where the spine is in relation to, and lefties will totally get this. It's a spiral-bound book, but it's much more comfortable to write in the left hand with it because of where the spine is based in the book compared to the puzzles. And they will know this so well, because when you try to write on right-hand pages and you've got a spine in the way and binders and stuff, that's a barrier. So on the left-hand book, the spine is now in the middle, and it's uncomfortable to write with the right hand because you keep banging into that middle piece. So so I taught myself to write left-handed. Now it's not perfect writing, but it is legible. I can't do cursive very well with my left hand, but I can print pretty okay with my left hand. I mean, it looks like chicken scratch at times, but it's legible. And it turned out that years later, 12 years to be exact, I actually needed to use my left hand for writing. I had to start using my left hand because I developed a case of tendonitis in my right wrist, and I was unable to use my right hand for a while, and it was in a brace, which made it very difficult to hold the pen, and it was also extremely painful as well. And tendonitis, if you don't know what it is an inflammation of the casing around the tendons. So it's not an inflammation of the actual tendon, it's the casing. And when the casing swells up, it restricts the movement of the tendon and can make it very painful to move to move the fingers that those tendons are attached to. So I had to write left-handed. I had to use a computer mouse left-handed. Everything I did, I had to brush my hair left-handed. I had to brush my teeth left-handed. So it made it very interesting. But I find that when I switch hands, so I use my non-dominant hand for whichever task. So if I'm writing right-handed and I switch to doing left-handed, it engages the brain more. It helps the brain. It gives it a different way of processing. And all of a sudden, when it gets a different way of processing, that's when you can get a little more creative on things as well. So if you want to get some, and yes, it can be frustrating because you're still like, oh, I could write this so much faster if I did it with my right hand, or if I did it with my hand that I'm supposed to do it with. Okay, I think you are done with that. I don't want you swallowing that. She's not happy now. I just took her. This is what's left of her Himalayan cheese stick, and I don't want her swallowing that. So now she's come looking for it. So when you engage different and sitting in a different place, utilizing a different hand to do certain tasks and things, sleeping on the opposite side of the bed can actually engage the brain, and it engages the brain in a different way. It gets you out of a rut. And when you're out of a rut, you become more creative. Your mind is open to more possibilities out there. You start seeing things from a different perspective. And so it's actually quite an interesting exercise to do. And with the amount of writing I've been doing the last few days, in fact, this timing has been perfect because the amount of writing I've been doing the last few days, it has flared up my my tendonitis, and tendinosynovitis. It has flared that up, so I will be using the opposite hand a lot today, which will make it fun because I switch it out every now and again. I just switch things out. So shake up your Saturday by using your opposite hands. So if you normally use your right hand for one thing and your left hand for something else, switch them around. Sit at a different place at the table. It helps you get a different perspective on things. And you'll be surprised at what you notice, because when you're sitting at a different place on the table, you have a different perspective of the room. And if you have everybody, if you're a family and you're sitting down at the table to have dinner, have everybody sit at different places. And, if you've got two boys that normally sit together, have them sit on opposite sides of the table in different seats. And then play a game with them of, what do you notice from the seat? What can you see from the seat that you don't normally get to see when you're sitting at your regular seat? So if you normally sit at the head of the table and you get to see the room this angle, and you're now sitting at a side, or you're sitting at the opposite end of the table, what can you now see that you don't normally get to see? Is that painting behind that normally sits behind you? Is it crooked? Or actually, that doesn't really go with the decor. But it gives you a different perspective on things. So, and that helps engage the brain. The brain is always looking for excitement and different ways to be engaged. If you get it stuck in a rut, you're going to lose a lot of your mental capacity. So get out there, do something different today. Sit in different chairs to watch a movie. Sit in a different seat at the dining table. Sleep on the opposite side of the bed. Give scratches with your left hand instead of your right hand for your pups. Although I'm going to teach her to get on the other side, to go on the other side, but she's only got one side. But if I sit on the opposite side of the table, then she will come up on my left side. Yes. And there's days I have to sit here because she just wants so much loving and attention that I actually sit here and write with my left hand because I still need to work, because I'm on a time crunch, so I still need to get notes taken down. So she gets her scratches and her loving attention while I can still work and take notes. So that's it from me for today. Have a super fantastic, sparkling Shake It Up Saturday, and we'll talk tonight about how it is going to go. And did you know tomorrow is going to be day 500? Wow, that's tomorrow for Serenity Sunday. But today we're just talking about Shake It Up Saturday. So it's use your opposite hands for things, sit in different places at the table, sit in different places to watch TV, watch a movie or whatever. Just do things that are not normal. Switch around your meals. It's probably a bit late for breakfast. Have dinner for lunch and lunch for dinner. Or have breakfast for dinner. I quite often have breakfast for dinner. And we'll quite often do a dinner for breakfast. So switch things around. Break up your normal routine in the house. Like I said, you don't have to go anywhere. It's not going to cost you a penny to do it. It's just making changes in your daily habits, what you do. Do something different. Don't stick to your normal routine. Do different routines today. So just change it up. Use the if you're right dominant, use left. If you're left dominant, use right. Just to give you a different perspective on things, and help engage your brain. And you'll be surprised at some of the creativity that may come out of it. or the different perspectives that you may get. So the best thing though is that if you are right-handed and you're using a pair of scissors, try using the scissors with your left hand, but be very careful, especially if they're sharp. Just try using them, and you will see the difficulty that a lot of lefties. But it also because it will also help you see things from a left-handed point of view on how some of the struggles that they come across on a daily life as well. So that's it from me for today for Shake It Up Saturday, and I just got a great idea for next Saturday. Have a super fantastic sparkling day, and we will catch you guys later on. Hei konera!